Hello and welcome to the community. This is PlusArray, and today we're going to be talking about the top 3 things in Plat that I would like changed. So just to let you know, this is a video about Rocket League, and I have 300 hours currently in Rocket League, and I'm Plat 3. So the number one thing I would like changed in Rocket League currently is the toxic chat. So what am I referring to there? Well, this is regarding the chat in the top left corner while you're in the game, and people being toxic, saying anything they like, typing things out to you, or whatever. Why do I want this changed? Well, it so much doesn't bother me in regards to, you know, someone's being horrible to me or anything like that. It's funny, most of the time, especially if someone's putting easy or anything like that. But when it comes to people being quite horrible to another player, especially when you can realize that the other player is quite young, it is a problem in the game, and I think it does need to be addressed because not everybody has as thick skin or has the ability to recognize that it's just a game. And a lot of people take a lot of things to heart. And I think the way that you could combat this issue is if there was more settings regarding chat. So if you could turn off, let's say, for example, people being able to type to chat to you, instead only being able to use quick chat. Chat needs to be there. It 100% needs to be there, especially in the higher tiers. You need to be able to say, I've got it, or passing, or whatever, centering. You need to be able to do that. But I don't see the need for it in games to be able to type out a paragraph about how horrible somebody is and how they should go and do something to themselves. You know, it's not. I don't see the need for that in the game, and especially with the reporting someone doesn't work, and they just make a second account straight away. Like there is zero ramifications for being that horrible in game, and now it needs to be addressed. It wholeheartedly needs to be addressed. And a simple thing would be, like I said, doing that, or being able to turn off opposing teams chat, so you've just got your own team chat. And I know you can get absolute horrible people as a teammate, but being able to turn off the typing or and the other team's chat, I think would make the game a lot better. You know, games like 8-Ball Pool, for example, I know that's not an online game, but you can't use you can't type to another player, and you can put funny faces there to distract them, whatever, but that doesn't seem to affect the gameplay whatsoever in that game. And yeah, I really do believe that would be a great addition to Rocket League, especially with the new and upcoming audience that you've got, especially a younger audience they have. I think the audience actually averages at about 15 years old, I believe, but I don't know where I got those sources from, but so if I'm wrong, please let me know. The second one would be the Smurfing in comp. Now, a lot of you probably are thinking straight away that I'm a salty git who can't deal with other players being better than me in comp. But it's true. I can't deal with it. I'm not good at it. But I think the best thing for comp would be to somehow remove this as a viable option, because it just turns off new players. The average player, I believe, is ranked Gold 3, Plat 1 and Plat 2. So my chat tell me anyway. I believe that's kind of the area where most people lie, and that's kind of the area where the smurfing is an issue. If you don't know what smurfing is when a player who is clearly in a higher rank coming down to a lower rank just to be better and dominate in that rank. I will play players constantly doing that. It's not fun. It ruins the whole point of the game in my eyes. You know, the competitiveness. That's not a competition. You know, putting a top class player against a player who is clearly below that level is something that needs to be addressed. I don't know how they can address this. This is something that I know happens all the time, and you know, you kind of just gotta deal with it and hope that you get through, or that you can score those goals or defend well enough. But it doesn't make you want to get better at the game. It makes me personally jump out of comp, go straight into casual and chill out in casual and be able to do whatever I like in the casual game of Rocket League. It just seems, and especially with the last point, the toxicity, the Smurfs mainly are toxic and trying to get you to quit and forfeit the game so they can get their friend or whoever they're trying to level up fast out of that area and be playing at a higher level. I don't know how that improves another player either. You know, carrying someone up to that point doesn't get you better at the game. It just means that you're playing. I don't get it. Like, I honestly, maybe someone can tell me why. You know, what's the point? I don't have fun absolutely dominating every single game. Like, that doesn't seem fun to me. What's good about the game is that you can, you know, work together as a team and then win the game. You know, it's about that. Oh, okay, I was able to pass the ball into here, or I was able to do this in the game, defend very well at this. When someone's doing a triple flip reset in this, you know, off the ceiling, or doing a musty flick, or any of these things at Plat level, it just makes you just think about, okay, maybe this is the wrong game for me, and I don't want to lose this current audience that we've got, you know, in the Rocket League community. It's huge, you know, it's booming more than ever, and the fact that all these people are in this sort of area, and that's where the toxic and the smurfing and all the negative things are happening. You're not really seeing that in the higher tier or the very low tier, because with the lowest tier, people just don't care. They're just like, yeah, whatever, I'm missing the ball. Or in the highest tier, they're playing against each other, basically. It's this 1% playing against each other. Whereas in this middle area, you're playing thousands and thousands of people, and I don't see how it is fun for the majority of those people, or making them want to stay. You know, that's the idea of it. You don't want to turn people off the game, because you're going to get to the point, well, smurfing's not worked anymore, because you're now playing players who are like Supersonic Legend, because you can't find anybody else in the game. Look at for example, games like Dead by Daylight. You know, I've jumped in there and I'm playing against rank 3 killers because I can't find a game with the rank 20 or 18 players. I'm not very good at that game, but when it comes to Rocket League, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a thing where it's like, okay, I'm Plat 1, but I can only find players who are Diamond 3 or Diamond 2 who are just going to be sourcing on me all day. Obviously, you know, I hope to get out of this area, but it does seem like a long haul. It seems like you've got to almost bypass Diamond and get into Champ to be able to enjoy the game again, and that is some commitment to a game which, you know, with everything in it, is just not worth the hours to be putting in. For some people, for me, I'm probably going to do it, but I can see it happening already. But and on the last topic is going to be talking about better censorship of team names. And the reason why I bring this up, and I'm surprised not a lot of other streamers bring this up, is because I can see it being an issue on Twitch. I can see it coming to a point where, because the report system in Psyonix does not seem to be working. It doesn't seem to be working whatsoever, and it's going to get to a point where a name is put up against a high-end streamer, and Twitch is going to find out about how this was put out, and that the streamer didn't do anything about it. Then they're going to ban that streamer. And then there's going to be a whole big thing about how Twitch banned a Rocket League streamer because of somebody else's name. I can see it happening already. I can see all of the YouTube videos on it. I can see everything happening on, negative happening on that. And it's just going to bring bad publicity to Psyonix and to Rocket League. It's already going to happen, and they need to sort this now and address it now before it gets to the point where there is no return, because people aren't going to want to stream it anymore. And when people don't want to stream it, there's going to be no viewers watching it. When there's no viewers watching it, you're only going to be seeing the esports, and the game will just die off. In all honesty, I don't see how that it will continue. And it's very simple for Psyonix to fix this issue, is just by putting in code words in their assistant that people just simply can't use, like they do in World of Warcraft. It comes up with a different name or whatever, or making the name just so you can see it. Like, that would be a better system. If it's a negative name, you know, if you're like, okay, well, we don't want to censor people, that's fine. Don't censor anybody. But if you could put it in the system where other players don't see these horrible names, that would be a much better system. because then it's on the person who's streaming that, you know, it's their fault. It's not somebody else's fault or Cyronix's fault that a person's got banned or whatever. It's your own fault then. I think that these three things, if these three things were fixed in the game, and I do believe that two out of the three things are very easy. I 100% agree the smurfing is a very difficult one to combat. But if you could fix these things, the game would be a lot better and a lot more solid, especially with the fan base that it has. It would be able to progress and flourish, I believe. And yeah, let me know, guys, you know, if this is something that you also agree with or disagree with me, you know, because I watch a lot of Rocket League streamers and they all seem to be Supersonic Legend. They all seem to be talking about similar things about the game, about workshops and other things they would like added. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, welcome to the PlusArray community, if not already, if you're not part of it already. And hopefully see you in the next one. Nostar, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.